I wanna all night. Say it. I wanna all night.
Hello, stranger. It's been a minute since we last kicked it. And by the way, just got in town, but I won't let cumulus clouds all in the sky ruin my vibe. Usually I don't do this often, but since recruiting isn't an option due to unusual rain and thunder, baby I wonder, put your sweats on for me. Yeah. I got the plug, I made the call for me. I'm talking late night for ya. Let me lay a great time on ya. Don't hesitate, no, don't you? Just say you will. Come through and chill. Just say you will.
Every second, every minute, man, I swear that she can get it. Saying you a bad bitch, put your hands up high, hands up high, hands up high. Tell them dim the lights down right now, put me in the mood. I'm talking about dark room perfume. Go.
I recognize your fragrance. Hold up, you ain't never gotta say shit. And I know your taste is a little bit high maintenance. Everybody else basic. You live life on an everyday basis with poetic justice. Poetic justice. If I told you that a flower bloomed in a dark room, would you trust it? I mean, I write poems in these songs dedicated to you. And you're in the mood for empathy. It's blood in my pen. Better yet, for your friends and them. I really wanna know you off. I really wanna show you off. Fuck God, pour up plenty of champagne. Cold nights when you curse this name. You called up your girlfriends and y'all curled in that little bitty range. I heard that she wanna go and party. She wanna go and party. Nigga, don't approach her with that Atari. Nigga, that ain't good game, homie. Sorry, they say conversation rule the nation. I can tell, but I could never right my wrongs unless I write it down for real. P.S. You can get it, you can get it, you can get it.
Yo, welcome to the S Experience, aka your boy Eric, man. We back. You feel me? We back. I was gonna do a live anyways today, based on the quarterback position, but instead, DC, which it's crazy timing actually, because I said I was gonna do a live on Thursday. It's crazy timing that this morning we got a little bit of like I see Sean there closure, the closure we needed, the closure of it's officially coming out of the horse's mouth. You feel me? So of course, Derek Carr came out today about 8 hours ago, and he ended up saying goodbye. And we'll discuss on what he said and break down what he said because there's some key points to what he said that kind of makes us know what direction um they could take with him, right? Um, for me, of course, everybody knows what this channel was about. You feel me? This channel, how do I say this? this channel, some people kind of take what I say and kind of make it seem like it's something else. At the end of the day, this is not a car channel. This is not a car stand or car dashing or whatever the fuck you may call it. At the end of the day, all those terms and all those things, it shouldn't have even became a factor, but it did. And for me, I've always been a guy that I supported whoever was under center. When Jared Stidham started, I supported him. You could go back on my live. I supported him. I supported him on the next game. I supported him no matter when. That's what I am. That's what Raiders being about. I tried going away from the card topic, but of course it keeps getting brought up, especially from certain people that say move on, and then it ends up them being the main ones bringing it back up. But now today is practically and should be, in my opinion, the final day of saying goodbye and moving forward. It should all be about the possibilities of a trade moving forward. Um, but for me, of course, we'll talk about what he said. For me, it's once a Raider, always a Raider, man. I don't. It doesn't make sense to me that people are burning jerseys. People didn't even burn Antonio Brown's jersey, so it didn't even make sense to me. For me, it's once a Raider, always a Raider, man. DC4, salute to you. Hey, sorry that the organization failed you, bro. But also, it is what it is. It's business. You didn't perform the best this year for the best regime. And moving forward, hopefully, you could establish a trade, establish somewhere you want to go, so it could help us and help you at the same time. That's what I'm hoping for. That the trade is in place and the trade happens and he accepts it. Shout out to Alfredo. Salute Alfredo. Hope all is well. Shout out to Digital Prez. Prez, what up, brother? Hope all is well. Shout out to Auntie Six in the building. Terrence. And like Nightbot's in here now. So exclamation mark membership and exclamation mark Discord. They'll give you those two links. And then of course, there's the new membership. The new membership is $1 less than um my lowest membership last time, and I deleted 3 levels and I added only one. So if you want to go support the channel, you can, man. Get the emotes, get the Lunchables, all that stuff, man. I'll greatly appreciate everything goes towards the channel. Shout out to Alex Martin, Raider fan. What's good? Salute to you. Shout out to Ern. Eric started early. You already know. Shout out to Anthony Estrada, man. Bye bye DC. Facts, man. Is bye bye DC, man. The Raider room was good. Salute family. The Miguel song is so fire. I know, right? Look at Auntie Six already dropping them emojis, man. Shout out to Alex Bar, the Raider fan, man. Shout out to Terrence, man. Shout out to, and as you see, Nightbot stack them up. Make sure to hit that like button if you haven't yet. If you like the content, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell notification so you don't miss anything. Breaking this shit down. Show starting at a perfect time. I know, right? I know, right? I was gonna go at 7 o'clock, but I was like, might as well earlier because I got a lot of things to do later on. So shout out to Job Raider, salute SC, salute to everyone in the chat, man. Shout out to Anthony Estrada, shout out to Ron Rosie, salute to DC for the 9 years of fact. Shout out to Next Shift, Randy, sup, Big E, have a great stream, bro. I'm sick as shit, homie. Hey, prayers to you, man. Hopefully you get better, man. I appreciate your support, brother. Shout out to Sean Johnston, salute Eric. Let's talk about it. Did we get sad closure? I don't think it's sad. For me, it's not really sad. For me, it's more of like, damn, what could have been, right? But still, at the end of the day, man, it is what it is. New quarterback is gonna be starting next year, and it's gonna be exciting on who it is, and hopefully, it leads us to the right direction, right? Shout out to Darth Vader Prime, man. Shout out to Georgia Bird. What's good, Georgia Bird? What's good? Next shift, Derek Carr heading to the Colts. I heard some reports today that it might not be the Colts. Shout out to Angel. What's good, Eric? Salute to you and the Raider Nation family. Good luck, DC4. Always will wear the shield, Raider Nation for life. Shout out to Angel in the building, man. Salute to you. Hope all is well. Shout out to EJ Raider in the building. EJ Raider, salute to you. Is how I my cat. So the Raiders have begun evaluation on the trade market for quarterback Derek Carr. Things are now in motion, and yes, we'll talk about it. SC, we got our wish. Carvage is finally gone. Now we can start winning. My wish is McDaniel's gone, but that's a whole different topic for me. That's a whole different topic, and I kind of came out with a little bit of a post on Instagram. I don't know if you guys seen it. We'll talk about it as well. But shout out to Raider Paul in the building, man. I can't comment. Got issue with someone on chat, so I won't say name. It's all good, man. It's all good. Salute Eric. Let's fix that defense and bring in TB12 to get our fourth Lombardi. Hey, fix that defense, man. You said it best, Coach. That first line right there, man, is what I think is most important. And I said this last offseason. I said this exactly last offseason. Fix that defense. Build the defense no matter who's under center. I think I started that saying. I don't know. At the end of the day, I'm not going to take credit because there's probably somebody out there, but I know that for me, it's always been, and it's been the last couple of years. I've always said this, and especially last year, in the offseason, I said build the defense no matter who's under helm, because at the end of the day, you could get away with a decent quarterback if you have a really good defense. You look at the Jimmy Garoppolo's of the world, right? Their defense took them a very, very long way. The defense has been one of the most important things on winning a championship. Offense doesn't win a championships. Offense wins you regular season games. Defense wins you championships. And if you want to build a Lombardi and you want to get that fourth Lombardi, you gotta build that defense. You have to. It starts in the trenches and it goes outwards. I think defensive line needs to be the number one priority and the linebacking group in the offseason, in my opinion, right? Shout out to Raiders 805, man. Sam Bell in the building as well, man. What up, Sam Bell? Hope all is well with both of you guys, man. Shout out to Pyro Gang. Shout out to Pyro. Hope all is well. Just an Eagle fan repping my homies' colors. Eric, keep killing it, man. You're setting the bar high and love it, homie. I appreciate that, brother. Trying to do my best. Salute to you, man. Hey, good luck to your Eagles in the playoffs, man. Shout out to All Eyes on G as well, man. Salute Eric. The DC4 era is officially over. We running Madden tonight. I mean, if you want, I'll let you know because I'm gonna be busy after this. So I don't know. We'll see. But shout out to everybody, man. Let's just go over for what was said by DC4, man, and break it down because he did say some key things on here. Of course, he came out and said, and I know a lot of us read it. Raider Nation, it breaks my heart I didn't get an opportunity to say goodbye in person. We certainly have been on a roller coaster 9 years together. From the bottom of my heart, I am so grateful and appreciative of the years of support you gave to my family and me. We had our share of both heartbreaking moments and thrilling game winning drives. And it always felt like you were there next to me. It's especially hard to say goodbye because I can honestly say that I gave you everything I had. Every single day in season and in the off season, it certainly wasn't perfect, but I hope that I was able to leave you with more than a few great memories as a Raider fan. Thank you for the city of Oakland for taking us in. Thank you to the city of Las Vegas for allowing us to proudly call you home. Thank you for the organization, my teammates, all my coaches, staff, everyone that helped me these last 9 years in those two buildings. Let me actually scroll down. Oh, let me scroll down. Give me a second. And then continuing on, he said, thank you to the organization, my teammates, all my coaches, staff, and everyone that helped me these last 9 years in those two buildings. Thanks for all the Raider Nation that supported, encouraged, pushed, and uplifted me at the different times along this journey. Raider Nation is truly special. Now, this is where I kind of started looking and eyeing and being like, I once said that if I'm not a Raider, I would rather be home. And I meant that. But I never envisioned it ending this way. That fire burning inside of me to win a championship still rages. A fire no man can extinguish, only God. So I took forward to a new city and a new team who, no matter the circumstances, will get everything I have. Winning a championship is what I've always wanted and what I will continue to work towards. God bless you. All with love, DC4. Once again, once a Raider, always a Raider. But that last part where he says, I would rather be home, and I meant that, but I never envisioned ending this way. That fire burning inside of me to win a championship is still rages, a fire no man can extinguish. And then he said, so I look forward to a new city and a new team. So what does that mean? Two things. The Raiders are already evaluating trade places. Hopefully, Carr accepts one of those trades and helps us with the trade picks and whatever we get. Hopefully, we get that. That would be the best case scenario for us. We win, they win, right? We get rid of Carr, right? It's already that way, right? It's a farewell, it's whatever. But also, what it means is that you could either go with the trade route or the release him and let him go, right? And like I said, I think the best case scenario for us is that he accepts a trade, goes to somewhere he wants to go, and we get picks in or maybe a player. You never know, right? You never know what these teams value. To Raider Nation and to us, right? We all have different opinions on how we evaluate a player, right? Some of us are high on Waller, other people are not, right? Some of us are on Josh Jacobs, some of us are not. Some of us are high on Colton Miller, some of us are not. All these players are evaluated in different eyes in the nation and have different values to us. but it's always different values from ownership to ownership. Owner and a manager, a general manager from somewhere else could look at DC4 and be like, hey, I don't want him. I'd rather just let him release him and hopefully give him a contract. Other owners may be like, he's probably worth like a fourth rounder, a fifth rounder, maybe a second next year. That's the best we could give you. Or somebody could be like, oh, we really need him and we don't want another team to get him. So we're willing to give you this, that, and that's our best offer, right? Or of course, releasing is the last thing as well. I think the best case scenario is trading, of course. Um, but yeah, so that's the different case scenarios there as you've seen. DC4 is gone. He said farewell. He said his goodbye, and like I said, wish him nothing from the best except for it when it's against us. If it's against us, fuck that. I wish he gets dropped on the floor. The same way I want to see Patrick Mahomes and Justin Herbert on the floor and all these quarterbacks on the floor. It's the same way when he plays us. But wish him nothing from the best there, man. Um, Shout out to Michael Guerrero. What's good, Michael? Good to see you, man. Shout out to North Cal Raider Jesse, man. Salute to you as well. Shout out to Darth Vader Raider. He says he's gone. He's gonna be cut. Hey, we never know, right? Anybody have any thoughts on teams he might be traded to? I got you a couple, right? Tampa Bay. I think the Buccaneers, they're in the division of shit. I like to call it shit. I mean, Tampa Bay made the playoffs with going 8-9. He went 8-9. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers made the playoffs with 8-9 and won the division. So I think Tampa Bay is a perfect destination if TB12 leaves, right? And I think TB12 is leaving. He's frustrated with the Bucks, so Tampa Bay is a destination. The Indianapolis Colts, but I did see some things today saying that he might not go there, that they're not interested. So who knows, right? The Colts might be going in a route of CJ Stroud or something, right? But I would say Colts off the top of the bat. I think the Lions, they're building something right. Derek Carr could be that bridge right there for them until they get their future. And maybe they could get it this year, but it all depends on the draft, right? I'm trying to think of other teams. I don't think he'll go to the New York Jets just because I don't think Carr would accept that going there. I'm trying to think of other places. The Steelers. Kenny Pickett ain't looking the best, but if you have somebody like Derek Carr there to mentor, he'll have another one there, right? Um, there's just different things, right? There's just different. He said, "Nah, I'm good. I'm good. I won't root for no one but the Raiders. Bring that go." I mean, I'm not rooting for DC4, but I wish them the best. I mean, there's nothing wrong with wishing somebody the best. That's like me wishing you guys the best. Does that mean I'm wrong for saying I wish you guys and your families the best? No, it just means that I wish nothing from the best. It literally says that. So, for me to say wish nothing from the best for DC4 doesn't mean that I'm rooting for him, right? At the end of the day, I ain't gonna root for him. Um, but I hope he goes to the NFC, right? Carr can go to the Seahawks. See, I don't see that because of Geno Smith. I think Pete Carroll made Geno Smith. I think Geno Smith is a product of Pete Carroll. I think we have to give a lot of credit to Pete Carroll. But I got somebody backstage, man, and he's been, you guys can say one of the biggest supporters of Derek Carr. And he'll admit it too. He'll say I'll lead the charge for him. And he has really good points on his end as well. So here it is, my co-host of the West Side Experience, but we haven't done that in a while. We have to bring it back in the off season. West Side Media in the building, man.
E, what's going on, sir? How you doing today?
Chilling, man. I'm chilling. Hey, how you feeling?
Oh, I'm feeling wonderful today.
Why is that?
Y- Huh?
How do you feel about all this shit, man? I know you got a lot of things to say, but what do you got to say about it, man?
DC gone, bro. I mean, shit, it is what
Yep.
it is. You know what I mean? Look, at the end of the day,
Said,
let's keep
yeah.
it a buck, bro. He didn't get it done. I don't think that 1 year was enough to cut him, but it is what it is. I'm not gonna cry over spilled milk. You know what I mean? I
Mhm.
just worry so much about what the future holds for our quarterback position. It might get better in the short term, but I'm looking at long term. You know what
You're
I
looking
mean?
at
What
long
are we
term.
gonna do after these 2 years when this motherfucker? I don't want to say his name yet. You know what I mean? But you guys all know who I'm talking about. What are we gonna do after he comes here and takes us to elite status and then drops us? Like, are you guys willing? I don't know.
It's
I
just
don't
so
know.
many directions, right? So many possibilities. All we could do is speculate right now. We got until the mid of February next month to officially be like, okay, Carr gets traded or Carr gets released by mid February, guys. Remember that mid February next. I don't know the exact date. I think it's like the 15th. But therefore, shout out to everybody that's in Pyro's in the building, Montana Fox is in the building, Laker Nation's in the building, Tubby is in the building, Chaos Raider is in the building. Was good to see you guys, man. Shout out to Cool Kev, man. Al's Ghost was good. Avakazi Raider in the building. Shout out to all of you guys, man. Blessings to you guys all. So Laker Nations here says, "What
What's
up,
up,
SC?
nation?
I say we trade DC for A-Rod. I highly disagree on that one. He wants out of Green Bay, and the writing is on the wall. He wants to reunite with his boy Adams. This would be perfect if not, I'm cool with Brady. Now, here's the thing, right? With Aaron
That's about
Rodgers,
50 million, bro.
that boy is money. Now, the whole point of Green Bay trying to get rid of Aaron Rodgers is all has to do with money. They fucked up giving them money. They selfished it, and that's the reason why Adams left. People say, "Oh, Adams left because of he just didn't want to play with the rookie quarterback, or he wanted to play with Derek Carr, or he wanted to become a Raider because he has always been a Raider." There's so many reasons why, but one of the main reasons was he even said it himself that he felt like he deserved to be paid, and the fact that they paid Aaron Rodgers and Aaron Rodgers took that instead of looking out for Devontae Adams. That's why he left. And I don't think Aaron Rodgers is coming. I don't think we should trade for Aaron Rodgers. I think the best case is getting TB12 as much as I hate the idea. And I know he played decent enough this year. I mean, he still put up the numbers, right? A decent amount of numbers. But at the end of the day, we gotta admit that a lot of people like to say that the Bucks team is not what it was last year, which obviously it's not what it was last year. But and people still say the excuse of TB12 still made uh that TB12 still made the playoffs, but he made the playoffs with an 8-9 record, a negative record. He didn't even hit 500 at all, right? And let's just take our logic for instance, right? Most of nations' logic is that DC4, I don't give a shit about your stats. I don't give a shit that you were a best comeback. All I care about is win your losses, right? That's the term, right? Then TB12, why do we care about his stats and not his win-loss ratio going under 500? Oh, but he made the playoffs under 500. That that whole thing is shit. Now, like I said, the best case scenario, TB12 and draft a quarterback to be under him. I think that's their best case for me.
It's like, do you guys want to win or not? If you guys want to win, then it's gonna be Tom Brady, bro. But it's what are we gonna do after that? You better develop that other quarterback under him. You better do it.
The question is what is their intentions next year, bro?
Queen?
Let me give a shout out to everybody that's in here. I'm sorry, man. I see a lot of people joining us. Demon
Hey,
Child
bro.
in the building. Get me Brady now. I'm off. Hey, at this point, bro, let's
NorCal.
get Brady, bro. Shout out to JB.
Kev.
Shout out to North Cal Raider Jesse Queen in the building. Was
Terrence.
good. D-Buck. He made the playoffs in the
Demon
most
Child.
pathetic division in the NFL.
Jenny
That's
Mack.
facts, but nobody wants to bring it up. Shout out to King Pookie Nation, man. What do you guys do at quarterback
Alex Martin.
TB12? I'll tell you right now the options, right? Let me see. I can read. Mark Davis no sabe lo que hace. Es un
What up,
dueño
honey?
estúpido. Ya está acabando con lo que John Gruden quisiera hacer. Un gran equipo de
Circus.
Super Bowl y McDaniels es head coach más estúpido de historia de NFL. Well, if you guys want to know if you guys want to know what Jamie is saying here, he's saying, and let me translate it for you guys. Mark Davis doesn't know what he's doing. He's a stupid ass owner, practically. He didn't know what to do with Gruden with the whole Super Bowl fiasco, and he's pretty much
That's
saying
what
that
he's doing.
McDaniels is not a head coach and is the most stupid head coach in history. That's what practically he was saying. Practically he's saying the same thing I said, that McDaniels ain't shit and Mark Davis doesn't know how to be a football IQ owner. That's practically what he said.
It's pretty accurate. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Gracias por venir.
But
Bienvenidos.
the thing with Mark Davis is like we can complain all we want about Mark Davis, but that's gonna be the one thing that is not gonna change
He said
until it
true facts.
actually
He ain't lying.
changes. What up,
And
Spicy?
actually, I see that. Oh, did I miss? I missed a couple people. Shout out to Circus Raider in the building. Shout out to. Let me scroll up. Fuck, I missed a lot. Hold up. Raiders 805 in the building was good. Shout out to Jenny Mack in the building. What up, sis? Hope all is well. Shout out to Queen Raiderette. What up? Hope all is well. Shout out to D-Buck. I think I gave a shout out to a couple of these already. Shit.
We the
I'm all
people.
mixed up right now.
Raider
Shout out to
Way.
We the people. Shout out to Pro Life Raiders.
Auntie.
Actually, you know what? I just seen this morning. Actually,
Hey, Eric.
Mhm.
You know who's Alfredo?
Oh my god, I can't even do the voice. I was trying to do the voice. Anyways, shout out to Spicy in the building. What up, sis? Hope all is well. She actually had the guy that had the sign on the channel. So
Really?
if you want to know, if you don't want to go based on narrative of what other people are saying, trying to make them look bad, go over there to Four Life Raiders story. They actually had the person that had the sign and talked about how it came about, what was the intentions, and all of that. So go support Four Life Raiders story. They had an interview. It was their last live,
Hey,
I
Spice,
believe.
check that out after
But yeah,
this.
muchos saludos de Mexico City. He's pasa. Hey, shout out to Mexico City, man. I appreciate you. Um, hashtag we deserve better, and that's exactly right. That's what was the gist of it. So now let's go with the options, right? Like I said, for me, I think thanks for that. Vegas Ralph said his truth. It was a great interview. It was. I wasn't there live, but I did rewatch it. So I like the interview a lot. Just wanted to stop and show some support. I'll talk to you a lot, y'all later. Shout out to you. Hope you have a. I mean, it's the West Coast, so a good
Hey,
afternoon,
hey,
night, however you want to say it. But here we go. Here we go. The possibilities of the DC4 replacements, right? My main thing is that are you going for long term and short term, or are you going for short term and then next year long term, right? For me, I think this is the best case scenario here. And shout out to OG in the building. What's good? Chronicles of the Black Hole. What's good, brother? Hope all is well.
OG. What up, OG?
So here we go. I think Josh McDaniels wants a system quarterback, right? This system quarterback is supposed to be a yards after catch system where it's a quick pass to the intended receiver and the receiver makes the plays. Now, we didn't see too much of that last season. Of course, Josh Jacobs, it looks like he's going to come back, and I love that Josh Jacobs is coming back. Now, this is the thing, right? These are the people that have played in the system. And let me give you a little bit of brief quarterback list, right? Jacoby Brissett, Jimmy Garoppolo, Mac Jones, Tom Brady, Derek Carr, which he's gone, so he's out of the picture. Of course, Tom Brady, like I said. And if I'm missing anybody, let me know. But I think that's the gist of it. Jimmy Garoppolo, I said that. Mac Jones, Jarrett Stidham, right? These all could be starters. Now, when you look at, do you have the TV running, or is that somebody talking behind you?
Hey, can y'all pipe down over there? You know what I'm saying?
It's all good. It's all good. Is Brady gonna take a team
Try to get
deal?
my
Is
spray bottle and spray y'all.
I think so, Darth Vader. I think so. I think if you look at his last few contracts, they've been cheaper than Derek Carr. Well, not technically speaking, because Derek Carr did earn only 16 million last year, and people don't like to talk about it. He only had a cap hit of 16 million last year, which was this year technically. But I do think that he would take a team deal because that's what Tom Brady has been doing even in his days as a Patriot. So out of those names, what jumps out to you, Ern? Who would you take? Who's somebody that you would be like, hey, I'll grab him and then go grab a rookie quarterback? Who would you? Those are some names.
Out
I
of
just
those
think it's gonna be
names,
just
did you say Tom Brady in those names?
yeah.
So the what I'm thinking, I have a question for you. Since you're the college dude and you'd be knowing this shit, how would you feel? And I know you've been against this guy, but how would you feel if we took Will Levis and set him behind Tom Brady to learn Tom Brady, like his preparation and all of those type of things? What would you think about that?
Will Levis for me is somebody that I don't want to take in the first round. A lot of people are projecting him as a first rounder and are saying he's a first rounder. For me, a first rounder is somebody that is ready to start now. And Will Levis is just not that type of person for me to start now. He still has a lot of decision making issues. And I continue to say it. When you really watch his film, you realize that his decision making is one of the worst out of all the quarterbacks. I think that he's similar to Baker Mayfield and to Sam Darnold. And what I mean is that when Sam Darnold and Baker Mayfield were coming out of college, everybody talked about his arm strength. Everybody talked about how they were tough and the ability to run. And you wonder why they took him over people like Justin Herbert. I mean, not Justin Herbert. People like Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen. They got chosen over those guys. Why? Because the narrative that was pushed was that he was a strong arm quarterback, a big body quarterback, and could take the hits and run. That was the narrative. And for me, that narrative doesn't work over here in the SC experience. You feel me? The narrative.
Was that the narrative for Baker Mayfield? That he was tough?
Well, they could remember when he did his when he was in Oklahoma and
That
Lincoln Riley
flag
made him and he
planting
was a
shit?
Heisman candidate and that he was a tough guy. And I can even bring up what they talked about him in college, but they were talking about how he's going to be the next big thing. And you wonder why the Browns took him first. They're like, oh, yeah, hell yeah. The next big thing? Fuck yeah. And what happened, right? That's the
Bro,
thing
they
with
thought
Will
that was
Levis.
Johnny
Will
Manziel
Levis,
too.
for
Shit.
me, is a 2-year contract. For me, he's a 1 or 2 year project. Now, if you take him in the third, fourth round, I'm all for it. I'm all for taking Will Levis in the third, fourth round. For me, he just doesn't scream first or second round talent for me, man. One of the most important things I want to see in a quarterback is the decision making and his ability to make things happen, right? Sometimes he does, but most of his receivers do that. Now you look at his status as far as his ability to throw the ball. He could throw the ball, but he does a lot of pump faking. And what I mean is he fakes throws and then looks and then throws it back to the same person he pump faked on, and then it causes him to either get sacked or to throw an incompletion. And that for me is something that a lot of the nation was looking at Carr this year and hated. So why bring another quarterback that's practically identical? And I get it, it's the potential. He's still young. But at the end of the day, is that I don't want a rookie quarterback starting day one next year at all. I want a quarterback that's going to sit behind whoever we bring in and then be ready for the following year. That's why TB12 and getting a guy like Hendon Hooker or Anthony Richardson is the best case scenario for us moving forward. I wanted Bo Nix, but Bo Nix is out of there. Bo Nix, of course. I like Tanner McNee a lot too from Stanford.
If Eric, if you want a decision maker and free agent, the two best guys are obvious as hell. It's Tom Brady and Jimmy Garoppolo. Jimmy Garoppolo, as much as we like to shit on him because he plays for the 49ers and we say, the defense carries that team in the running game and all that shit. He's a great decision maker, bro. You know what I mean? He's not gonna throw away the game for you, but you might not necessarily win it, but he's not gonna throw it away for you. The problem is if we get somebody like him, you need a strong defense. Do we have a strong defense? You guys tell me.
Now here's the thing, bro. Devontae Adams has input in the quarterback position. And that's why I think was one of the reasons why he stays. I think that's one of the reasons why he got convinced in staying, right? He said it himself. He said, now I have quarterback input. Now, I want to see what quarterback he chooses. I think for him, like I said, he never wanted to play with Jordan Love, bro. He doesn't want to play with the rookie, bro. So at the end of the day, he wants to play with the veteran. So that leaves us the people I named. I think Jarrett Stidham stays here another year, probably a 1 mil 1 year deal. I think that Garbers comes back. And no, actually, you know what? I think Garbers gets taken away, in my opinion. As much as I know Dirty's a big fan of him, I'm just not a big fan of him, bro.
I'd rather lose Stidham than Garbers.
I mean, and yeah, in that sense, yeah, Garbers is young. He's younger than Stidham. And Garbers has only been in the NFL for a year, and he's been behind people so far. And McDaniel's system already 1 year, so that's somebody that you could look at. But for me, this is best case scenario, and I think this is the route I'll go. Get Tom Brady in the offseason, bring him to Vegas for a 1 year, 25 mil deal. I think 1 year, 25 mil, 15 million guaranteed. Then you go out and you go get a quarterback in the fourth, fifth, third round, maybe fifth round. Of course, we got three. If you guys didn't know, we have 3 fifth rounders, I believe now. We might get a fourth. I don't know how that works. The compulsory picks. I still have to do research on it. But I do know we get an extra fifth. So what I'll do is get a quarterback in the fourth, fifth round. Somebody like Hendon Hooker, which a lot of people want to go away because of the injury. To me, the injury, yes, it's a little bit of a knock, but it knocks him back to the later rounds. I think Hendon Hooker was a first round talent. And if you could get Hendon Hooker in the third, fourth round, let him get healthy, let him develop under Tom Brady. I think the guy Hendon Hooker is a baller, man. I think he would have won the Heisman if he continued playing, in my opinion. As much as I'm a Caleb Williams fan, Hendon Hooker was a real deal. Hendon Hooker to me is better than Will Levis. 100%.
So the only knock on him is the age?
It's the age and the injury that he just took from the torn ACL. That's the only two knocks on him. It's just
that's it.
But if you want to go younger, then you'll go the route of Will Levis. But the Will Levis, I think, might get taken in the first round. As much as I disagree with it, I think Will Levis might be a first rounder in a lot of boards. Some people have him as the number one quarterback coming out of fucking the draft, and I'm like, where? What? But shout out to Jamie Reyes. He says SC Experience, the best show on YouTube for the best team. Of course, the world of the powerful Las Vegas Raiders. Go experience all the love from the Raiders. I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate those kind of words. Um, I I I, I appreciate them, man. I don't know what to say about it, man. I appreciate it. Shout out to Sebastian Gonzalez, man. Shout out to Raiders 805. At TB12, now we good. Plus he's 45, can't move well. The online can't protect him. Ooh, spicy with the take there. She says TB12, not we good. Plus he's 45, can't move well. The online can't protect him.
But he knows this system. He knows how to maneuver around in the pocket, and he just knows where everybody's going to be. Like, this system was built by him and Josh McDaniels. That's why it's just like the ideal fit, though. Spicy, you know what I'm saying?
Here's the thing. If you build up this offensive line in free agency and then you get Tom Brady in like the 5th, 6th day, because Tom Brady is going to remind me a little bit of Russell Wilson, right? Oh, not Russell Wilson.
I was
A
like,
little
what
bit
the
like
hell?
Ndamukong and Sue. And what I mean by this is that I think Tom Brady's gonna take his time in free agency. I don't think he's gonna I don't think he's gonna sign the first day. I don't think he's gonna sign the second day. I don't think he's even gonna sign the third day. I think it's gonna take him till the 4th and 5th day of free agency in order to him to sign somewhere. So I think this is the decision with TB12 because of course he has the decision to go somewhere, right? I think his decision is gonna be based on this. Raiders. He's gonna go talk to Ziegler, go talk to McDaniels. Oh, what's up? Good old friends. What's good, man? Good to see you. Blah blah blah. I would like to come here, but I gotta see the moves you make in free agency. I want an O line. I want this and that. I think you got the weapons. Waller, Renfro, Adams. That's good for me. Moreau. I like all these guys on what you got on your team, but I want to see this O line look better. You bring back Josh Jacobs. That's good. One of the best running backs. I'm all for it. Give me an offensive line. You build this offensive line in free agency. I will sign with you. I think that's the route TB12 is going to go because Josh McDaniels and Ziegler are the main ones that know in order to get a guy like TB12, you need to build this fucking team, bro. There's no ifs, ands, or buts, or, oh, we'll just wait. Nah, no waiting, bro. You go out there day one and you swing. The reason we didn't get that much talent last year, bro, the big name guys that you at least need 1 or 2 or 3 big names on this roster on 3 different levels of the defense. You need a swing day one, not a Darius Phillips week one that you didn't even play at all and you let him go anyways. You need
Let
a
him go.
swing for the fences before other teams swing. And I get it. You have to take your time, make the right deals, but
You saying a splash?
a splash. You need a splash. And what? And yes, you don't need big names across the board, but you do need a big name in the defensive line. You do need a big name in the linebacking core, and you need a big name in the secondary.
Who's out there in
That's
the
it.
defensive line this year? Let me see.
Deron Payne. I like him a lot. He's the number one on my board, to be
Bro,
honest.
we should be telling him he can have whatever he want, bro. We'll buy him five or six Vegas
Check his
prostitutes if
last
that's what he want.
contract. Check his last contract because I want to see his last contract on that. He
Spy
said, "Nah, I'm
track.
good off of Levis." In the draft, Bo Nix is going back to Oregon. I like Bo Nix a lot, but he's not coming out till next year, sadly. I would take a rookie, but I don't trust McDaniels with any quarterback yet. My bad, 46. How about just old? Yeah. Will Levis is a 1 to 2 year product. That's facts. That's facts.
He's a
Shout out
tackle.
to Snoops Hernandez. Raider critique was good, man. Hashtag Mark Davis wants his hooker. Shout out to BDQ 1975. Brady is only here for a year. He has a 100K deal with Fox
Hey,
NFL. Fox has the Super Bowl in 2025. There you go.
yo, Deron Payne is making 3.6 this year. But his projected value for 2023 is 14.2.
Let me think. Hold on. I would give him a 3-year, 38 million deal, 16 million guaranteed.
So he's losing what, 12?
So he's gonna make it about 12 point something. And they're all guaranteed because there's no taxes in Vegas.
Nigga, that don't come out to 12 point something. That's $10 million a year. You said $30 million contract,
I said
right?
36. 36.
Oh,
36.
okay,
36.
yeah, that's 12. My bad.
So 36, 12 million. And at the end of the day, the 14 million projection somewhere else, like Los Angeles, that would be 11 million because the taxes are so bad. In Vegas, there's no taxes. So you get 12 million right off the bat, and you get
But
16 million guaranteed.
you can't hang your hat on that tax thing, bro. I mean, that's
But
only
it
gonna go
helps.
so
It
far.
helps. What I'm saying,
It
it
does
helps.
help.
it knocks off a couple million, which 2 million knock off the 14 million is better. I think 3 years, and the guy's still young. The guy's like what, 26? Right? How old is he?
That'd be a great pickup. Let me see. Let me look. Deron Payne.
He's like 27.
He's 25 and
Okay.
236 days.
So he'll be 26 next year, this upcoming season. And there you go. My bad. No income tax, but federal tax. Yeah. But it still knocks off a little bit of money off certain deals. And I think that 3 years for Deron Payne, I think is good. You have him for this year, the following year, and he's going to be 26, 27, 28. Those are prime for D tackles, bro.
So
Make a splash.
Make a splash. The other ones that are going to be available is Fletcher Cox, Javon Hargrave,
hell no,
Dalvin Tomlinson.
Ooh, Hargrave is
David Onyemata from New Orleans, Sheldon Rankins, the Jets, Taven Bryan.
Used to be on the.
Cleveland.
I think he came from the Packers. I mean, from the Giants. I think if I'm not
Rankins.
Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong.
And then you got Deron Payne, Jerry Tillery. We got to re-sign him.
Bring back Jerry Tillery. Bring back Jerry Tillery.
Derek Nottie.
I like Derek Nottie from the Chiefs. I like Nottie from the Chiefs. What's his asking price?
From the Chiefs. It doesn't give me a market value. It just says that he made 2.7.
I would give him a 1-year contract. I would give him 1 year, $3 million. 1 year, $4 million. 5.
You think he's gonna take that?
What's his last contract?
Almost 3, 2.75.
Yeah, he'll take 3 or 4.
I'd say he would take 5.
Or the Chiefs might resign him. Yeah, the Chiefs might resign him.
You got Shai Tuttle, Chris Wormley, Ndamukong Suh, Linval Joseph, Hassan Ridgeway, Jonathan Hankins, Justin Ellis, John Jenkins, Christian Covington, Nick Williams, Tristan Hill, Carl Davis, Andrew Billings. What are we doing with him?
Bring back Billings. Bring back Tiller, get Deron Payne, and get Nottie if you can. And there you go. You got your D tackles, bro. And you go draft another.
That's the main ones of note. I mean, there's no other ones really.
And then you got your rookies, right? Neil Farrell, Matthew Butler, that are gonna get more snaps. And then you just add another rookie to the list from the draft. And that's my ideal D tackle room. Imagine this. Guys, imagine week 1, right? Chandler Jones, Max Crosby, Deron Payne, Andrew Billings. Or Deron Payne, Noddy, right? Deron Payne. Just imagine that. Bro, that alone right there is already a major upgrade from last year, bro. A major upgrade. Just adding a name like Deron Payne, bro. And he's not even a name. I don't even know why I'm disrespecting him. He's one of the best D tackles in the league, bro.
They have him ranked at number 40 as a defensive tackle, if that means anything.
That's crazy.
That's what
I can send you. 40. What the fuck?
I can send you the link. Hold on.
Hold on. Let me
see. It's in Spot Track.
Have him ranked 40 as a free agent list?
No, 40 overall defensive tackle.
That's crazy because he had 11.5 sacks this year, bro, as a D tackle.
Where did I see that shit at?
And that's without Chase Young. Chase Young didn't play all season. He had 11.5 sacks and he's ranked 40th. That is crazy to me.
Where did I see that shit?
Yeah, that ranking must be wrong, bro. Because if he's 40th ranked, bro, with 11.5 sacks as a DT without Chase Young, bro, and half of his D-line to help him, that is crazy.
Or maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe his contract was 40th highest for his position.
Oh, that's probably what it was. 40th highest.
Maybe
Shout out to SVT Vasquez in the building. Shout out to SVT Vasquez in the building. Now, let me talk to you about the Rams. The Rams looks like it's going through a hellhole. Would you make a swing for Jalen Ramsey? That is the question.
Bruh, after what we saw this year, I mean, what kind of swing are we talking?
A 2 5th-rounders and a 3rd.
Well, I don't get explain to me this. How can he look so fucking good in the Super Bowl run, right? And nothing changed. Nothing fucking changed. They didn't change defensive coordinator schemes and none of that shit, bruh.
I could give you an answer. Perfect answer. You know what's a perfect answer?
No Aaron Donald, no pass rush.
Who makes the defensive players all the time on that team? Who makes names? It's not the coordinator. It's a player. And you said his name right now.
Aaron Donald.
Aaron Donald makes every defensive player on that team look good, bro. You wonder why every single one gets paid, bro. Jalen
Like,
Ramsey was
holy
really good with
shit,
Jacksonville.
bro.
I think Jalen Ramsey was good with Jacksonville. Went to the Rams
They
at the
had a
beginning.
really good
Ramsey was
front
good.
seven too, though.
And this is what I'm talking about. You don't need big name corners and big name secondary if you have a good pass rush. I continue to say this
Shit,
shit,
that
bro.
pass rush made AJ Boye look like a fucking all pro, remember?
Bro, I promise you, if you have Deron Payne, Max Crosby, Chandler Jones a year ago with face on at corner, face on, I promise you, face on would have looked good, bro. I 100% guarantee it. Reason being, pass rush is one of the most important things in the NFL and in football. The trenches. You get a defensive line that is so good with a good linebacking group. Your secondary, don't bring shit players, but bring in decent amount of players that are decent enough to do the job, and they will look good because the pass rush will always be there in the backfield. You wonder why the Niners are so good with mediocre secondary. You wonder why the Rams were so good with, yes, Jalen Ramsey was a big name, but at the same time, besides that, they had people that made names because of Aaron Donald and that defensive line. So that's my number one priority, bro. Defensive line and free agency, bro. And offensive line and free agency. Both
Well,
of them.
fuck it. If that's the case, nigga, throw the books at the mother, throw the bag or whatever you got to do at the Rams and give me Aaron Donald. If that's the case, shit.
I would love Aaron Donald. Restructure Chandler Jones. That's what I would do. Restructure Chandler Jones. I'm not paying him that fucking money, bro. Restructure the shit out of Chandler, bro.
You know what happens when you restructure though, right?
You
You're on
push
the
it
hook
back.
for all the money.
You push
Like
it back. Yeah,
you
you push
can't
it
really
back.
get
Yeah.
rid of him at that point.
He said, "Se, I got a question. Shout out to Ghost Sniper 35, man. What's good? Se, I got a question for y'all. Can we really trust Josh McDaniels? Not gonna lie, he cost us.
No.
He cost us games. Y'all know he did. If we don't get Brady, can we really trust Josh's system?
No.
Well, Tom Brady played it. What was this? Oh my god, this scared me. Oh my god, I had ads fucking running in the back. Sorry, my bad. That shit scared me. Anyways, here's the thing. I don't have the biggest. How do I say this? I believe in Josh McDaniels as far as if he does good, the Raiders do good. So I have to, as a Raider fan, I believe in him. But my stance on him has always been that I haven't been the biggest of McDaniel supporter. A lot of people like to say it's only his first year and blah blah blah. And actually, this brings me to my other thing because actually, I don't know if you guys have seen or you guys follow me on IG. I actually posted something on IG, my thoughts about what's been going on with the whole Josh McDaniels talk and what people are saying about John Gruden because people are bringing up the fact that we gave John Gruden more than a year. This was my overall stance on it. Go hit that like button on it, y'all. Go, and let me know what you guys have to say, right?
Was that
So I
Instagram?
said this. I said this on IG, right? I said people really talking about we weren't calling for John Gruden's head the first year. LMAO, do your research. Gruden's first year consisted of Mac traded, and if I'm not wrong, Amari Cooper traded in the middle of the season. On top of that, we brought in an old Jordy Nelson that was on his last year of his NFL career. We knew what it was in a rebuild. We knew it was a rebuild. They took apart the hell out of the 2016 team, and in 2017, it showed with Del Rio. That's why he let go, and Gruden came into a rebuilding situation. Now people keep forgetting that we were a playoff team last year. We barely made it, right? Well, we won a lot of more one possession games last year, and when it was crunch time, we executed and won the games we needed to. Now you look at the last year with Ruggs and Gruden that affected most of the team, and you see it with the losing streak we had in the middle of the season, and still was a double-digit win team. Now we add more talent to last year's team, and now we can't even make it to 500. Now that it didn't work, people want to say that we don't got the people, don't have their people, and how many people hyped up the people they brought in. Remember, offensive coordinator and head coach are two different things. This ain't McDaniel's first year as a head coach. Now, this is the biggest difference between Gruden and McDaniel's. Gruden knew he was in a rebuilding situation. McDaniel's, this is a playoff team. A lot of people say we got lucky. 10 wins is lucky. You know how many one possession games we lost this year and we won last year? So how is it lucky? You have to what matters is wins or losses, right?
Bro.
Hey,
I'm
hey,
not gonna
hey.
let you do that. E, we
No,
did
no,
kind
no,
of
no,
get
no,
lucky
no.
getting into the
Do it. I want to
playoffs.
debate with you. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No,
Let me see.
no.
How did we get lucky? Go ahead.
How did we get lucky?
Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm about to
Indianapolis fell
debate
off
you.
the face of the earth the last 2 weeks, and if they would have won their games, then we would have been out. That
Oh,
was lucky. They lost to motherfucking Jacksonville, who wasn't even that good
I am
last year in
so
the
glad you
final
brought
week of the
that up because
season for them to get in. That's what I mean by being lucky. I'm not saying necessarily as far as our talent, we definitely overachieved, but bro, I'm not gonna lie to you and say we didn't just get
I am
it was
so
all
glad you
us with
brought
no
that
luck
up.
at all.
I'm so glad you brought up that argument because that was the same person. That was the same thing I was arguing back and forth with somebody and debating, and I think I won. But here's the thing: this year we went against a Cardinals team that has a negative record when DeAndre Hopkins is not on the floor and half of their defensive line out of the field, right? And half of their offensive line gone. Tennessee lost their best receiver in the offseason. And yes, they had Derek Henry, but Derek Henry was falling off. Let's be honest. Then we go on to later on, right? Let's continue going down the list, right? We go on to the Rams, where they had a Baker fucking Mayfield without Cooper Kupp, Aaron Donald, and fucking bro. Don't even get me started. They had a Baker Mayfield with 48 hours, and we lose to them. We lose to them. We go up against an Indianapolis Colts team again that had Matt Ryan falling off of the face of the earth, and he balled out like he was Tom Brady. Do you want me to continue going, bro? What is the excuse, bro? Fuck all that shit that we got lucky last year, bro. We had to win the games. All this win-loss bullshit. Everybody always talks about all we care about is win or losses. We won last year. Why is it out of a sudden? It's a different narrative this year because of McDaniel's first year. McDaniel's first year, he has a losing record with the Broncos.
It was
and he has a losing
Bisaccia's
record with
first
us.
year. It was Bisaccia's first year last year too, and he only had half a year.
And he
Wait,
won.
how many games did Bisaccia win after Gruden was gone?
I'm trying to think. When did he come in? Week.
I mean, we could pull up the schedule, but I
Let's
don't want
actually
to have to go
pull up the
through
schedule.
that. But the whole point that I'm trying to get is I think Bisaccia won more games in 3/4 of his season than McDaniels did in the whole fucking season with more talent.
75. There you go. 75.
He won 7 games. How many games we win this year? 6. Bisaccia, a first-time head coach, won fucking more games in less games. Wait, more games and less opportunities
and look,
than this motherfucker did.
And so, of course, I'm gonna agree that Rich Bisaccia was not a head coach, right? He's a motivator. He did what he did. He let the offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator. But guys, do you guys realize who our offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator was last year? And we won 7-5 and made the playoffs with the 10-win team. Greg, wait, no.
Olsen.
Yeah, Greg Olsen and Gus Bradley.
Olsen and Bradley, old buddies from Jacksonville.
Now, I get it. First year with the Raiders. Understandable, right? But guys,
what up, JT?
This is the problem with us the last 20 years, bro. How many times do we have to say every year, let's give him one more year? People moving the goalpost. Exactly. People continue to move the goalpost to fit their narrative. I'm not about narratives, bro. I'm about facts. And every time I bring facts to the table, people never want to bring anything back, bro. And it's just at the end of the day, bro, this is the thing, bro. You have to look at it at a certain point that, hey, maybe stop hiring. We talk about, we had losing players and losing coaches. Guys, can somebody tell me if McDaniels was a winning head coach before he joined us?
He had Tebow that year. They fucking went to the playoffs. I mean, how many games did they win?
What's his overall record as a head coach?
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's not horrible, but I know it's not stellar.
I'm going to let you look it up.
Josh. Hold on. Fuck this shit. Alexa, what's Josh McDaniels' career record as a head coach?
From fansided.com. McDaniels, 37, has an 11-17 career head coaching record.
Thank you, Alexa.
For more, you can ask me for
Alexa, that's enough.
Alexa, shut up.
11-17.
Is that winning?
And wait, how? That had to have been 11-17 before coming to Rich. He just won 6. That means he only won 5 with fucking Denver?
record.
That had to have been
As
coming into the Raiders this year. So now he's probably what 17 and fucking. Then how many
he's
losses?
17 and 28 now.
Okay, that sounds about right.
Now, let me tell you this. Of course, people like to say that the players are at fault too, which they're taking care of it. Carr's gone, right? Carr's gone, and Josh Jacobs already said that most of this defense is gone and most of the players are gone. So that's already getting fixed, right? And that's the reason why I'm coming after the coaching now, because we know they're taking care of the players. We know they're taking care of all that. That's already established. But how can we sit here and not put a little bit of blame at coaching staff? In my opinion, I don't think anybody gets a pass on this team, and that's including the quarterback and that's including the defense. People talk so highly about the defense before Stidham started. They talked so highly about the offensive line. The moment Stidham started, people wanted to start saying, "Oh, they were shit the whole year. They were shit the whole year." Out of a sudden, this is my only problem with the nation, and it's not anybody in so far what I'm seeing in chat. None of you guys, the names that stuck to mind, I don't see anybody in the chat that are like this. But there's a lot of other people that are like this I see in other chats, and this is the thing: people move the goalposts to fit their narratives, and they don't be consistent with their takes at all. If you've been consistent since the start, I'll understand. Like Raiders 7528, he's a Carr hater, but at the end of the day, he stuck with that narrative since week 1 in the
You can't do
offseason.
nothing
So
but respect it.
so I have to respect. I nothing but respect for Raiders 7528. Even though I disagree with a lot of what he has to say, he still stuck with it throughout the year. But there's people out there that had a narrative in the beginning and changed it in the middle and changed it at the end that it just doesn't make sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where I have a problem. I don't have a problem with the opinions. I have a problem with people keep moving different opinions to try to fit somebody else's place, right? For me, I was always a guy that I support no matter who's understanding. I said you have to build the defense no matter what, right? I said that in the offseason. I said that moving forward. Now, I see a lot of problems with this team. Now, all the problems are getting dealt with. Yes, McDaniels and Patrick Graham have another year. Fuck it. It is what it is. They're staying in a year. I'll take it, whatever's. I could only believe at that point. I could only believe in at this point in McDaniels and Patrick Graham because if they succeed, the Raiders succeed. That's why I believe in them. They have a whole offseason.
In other words, because you have no choice.
Practically, if I had a choice, I would go with a different head coach. And I know people are like, but you need continuity and you need consistency and you need. This is why we've been shit for so long. No, we've been shit for so long.
That is fact, though. But I just feel
Hold
like
on.
we're. Go ahead.
We've been shit for so long because we keep hiring the wrong people for the job, and their resumes show it.
You took the words right out of my mouth. My bad. That's what I was going to say.
Check the resumes. But like I said, there's a lot of good things on paper. On paper, it looks like a perfect offseason. So I'm giving them this offseason. It's a perfect offseason. Now execute it. I was the same way with the Meek. And Earn, let me know what I said about a Meek towards the end of the season, bro. That was different from the beginning. I said I was what? I was wrong. So what else did I say about a Meek? What else did I say about a Meek? Let me know, Earn, because you were there since the start. What was my criticism on a Meek?
Gets burnt.
Mm-hmm. And what else was my criticism besides that?
I don't know.
I forget. You get high so much you forget everything. My bad.
Bruh.
I wasn't I wanted to cut a Meek in the offseason. And what did he do?
I remember that now.
I stuck with that throughout the whole season. And then at the end of the season, he shut me the fuck up. And that's exactly what I want McDaniels to do. Shut me the fuck up. Say, SC, I see what you were talking about me and coaching. Well, let me see. I'm about to turn up in the offseason. We're about to be a playoff team next year. We're going to make it all the way to the AFC Championship, and you're going to look like a dumbass. I want that. I want to look like a dumbass.
I think that's exactly how we all feel, E. Like, we're going to criticize these motherfuckers, and then they shut us up, and we'll be like, well, fuck it. You shut me up. Okay, good. If the Raiders start winning and I have to hold a little L, I'll take the little L. You know what I'm saying?
I'll take the L. See, unlike other people, and I hated to see this, bro, but I'm tired of people not taking accountability for their takes. You got to take the L, bro, in life. Don't keep moving the goalposts to fit the narrative or
Be
make you feel
accountable.
right. Say you're wrong, you're wrong. There's nothing wrong with being wrong. Nobody in this world is perfect, bro. Nobody. He said, "I feel like McDummy won't shut me up." For someone that doesn't smoke weed, how
He
do you
not.
know what weed does to someone? Michael, that is my personal life. I don't do nothing. I don't even know what a drink is.
Hey Eric, what's your name on Call of Duty?
Bro, I added you. We're added already. I just don't play Call
That's
of Duty
that's
like
not
that
what I'm
anymore.
getting at. What's the name?
Easy.
St 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 st.
Oh, Stizzy. Yeah, my PSN
Ah,
name is Stizzy. My PSN name is Stizzy out there. And if you guys don't know what Stizzy is, you could tell by that what you could pinpoint. Eric smoking that haters pack. Don't forget this regime said this was all in season. The play calling was suspect all year. They were all in. They were all. But that's my only critique on them. Like I said, now going back to the players, we know DC4 is gone. Like I said, the best case
they was
scenario is
all in with
TB12.
shuffling offensive line for the first 3 or 4 weeks, huh? All in, right?
I would go TB12, 1 year, 25 million or a little less, some of it guaranteed, and then draft a quarterback in this year's draft to back up. Or you wait till, it depends. You think they'll give him a 1 year or 2 year deal? I think 1 year. I think he's practically done with football after this year, bro. I think this is his last hurrah. I think if he comes to Vegas, it's his last hurrah.
Two. I'm going
You
two.
think two?
I
Okay.
think two. How about one with a team option? Like if the
Okay.
first one went good, we can opt in for the second one. But I don't think Tom Brady's really going to accept a contract with a team option. You know what I'm saying? That would be ideal, but I think with him, it's going to have to be more cut and dry.
Facts. And if you guys can, please hit that like button. Please hit that like button. I appreciate it. He said, shout out to JT. He says, yeah, 100%. So many people moved the post, and I lost respect for a bunch of fans and creators, especially when you dismiss facts and stats. Hashtag feels over reels. There you go, JT. Said it best. He said, Eric, don't lick the ham. Shout out to Big Worm. Big Worm in the building. 2 year deal
Worm, what's
if
happening?
McDummy is locked out of the room. Okay. Defense needed to be fixed before we started this season, but they didn't do that. Exactly, Daniel. And you could go back on my live in the offseason and look at Nightball. He said, stack them up, hit that like button. I literally said it. No matter who is under center, you got to build the defense. I said that since the beginning, even before the offseason. I said this when I started my YouTube shit.
What team goes into the NFL season with one middle linebacker? Now I want you to think about something for a second. A lot of positions you can go in, with one. Maybe sometimes at offensive tackle or some offensive, say it's center, fullback. You know what I mean? Some positions you can go in with one, but at middle linebacker, bro, middle linebacker, you go in with one with another one on, like, what is it, the practice squad. We only had Denzel Perryman. Now I want you to think about what a middle linebacker does. He runs around and rams into people for a fucking living, bro. You don't, like, how often is it that a middle linebacker makes it through the whole fucking season? And our idea was to go in with one. I'm sorry, one injury prone middle linebacker. And I'm not trying to shit on Denzel Perryman at all by saying injury prone, but real is real. He's one of my favorite players, but like, you're gonna just depend on one player in the middle at the most abused position, for lack of a better word. I mean, that's stupid. And the biggest red flag for Josh McDaniels for me this year was, I'm not a rah-rah guy. If you need a speech to get motivated, then you're in the wrong business. No, motherfucker, you're a head coach. That's part of your fucking job. I think you're in the wrong business, homie.
People
Sorry.
always want to talk about my Lakers last year, right? You know something about the Lakers that relates to Josh McDaniels? Our head coach last year for the Lakers, of course, he came out and said that he doesn't know how
Oh,
to
you
win,
hated that
practically
dude,
saying
huh?
that we'd win. Josh McDaniels in the middle of season said that we're learning how to win. And nobody's talking about that saying.
At the professional
We're
level.
at a professional level, we're learning how to win. I'm gonna just let that everybody serenade that and just take that real quick.
Yeah, marinate on that for a second.
And you could even research it if you think I'm just lying or something. He literally said it. We're learning how to win. He says Carr's fault. Now it's McDaniel's fault. And Michael, you're 100% right. You know what those two people represent? One represents the players and one represents their coaching. At the end of the day, nobody gets a pass on this team, bro. Because this year
Yep.
was not supposed to go like this. This year was supposed to be a winning season again. It was not supposed to backtrack. It was not supposed to. Let's be honest. It was not supposed to. So at the end of the day, everybody is at fault. And that's why I criticize one by one the players, the coaches, and the ownership. Because everybody deserves the blame. And to pinpoint blame on just one person is crazy to me because it's like it's more than that when you really watch the games. Some of it fell on the players, some of it fell on the coaching. At the end of the day, they all had a say inside in the win and losses this year. Now,
I got a question for you, Eric.
Mhm, mhm.
How are we? Like the defense has collapsed over and over and over in the second half. Who are we holding accountable? Is it all on Patrick Graham, or what I'm saying? Because the way the play calling works is Patrick Graham calls in the plays to his green dot wearer, right? Josh McDaniels is wearing that headset. He can overrule any call that he feels is not right. And Josh McDaniels' background before becoming the Patriots offensive coordinator is on the defensive side of the ball. So he knows defense as well, supposedly. So who are we holding accountable? Patrick Graham for making the call or Josh McDaniels for allowing that call to be executed and not
But you got to
overruling
remember,
it?
Josh
Like,
McDaniels is not a defensive mind, so it's understandable. If Bill
he
Belichick
is,
was that
though.
head coach, a
He is,
defensive mind,
though. He was on the defensive side of the ball before becoming the Patriots offensive side of the coach. That's how
you know
he
what? You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. I
yeah.
remember now.
So he knows both sides of the ball. So that's not an excuse for me.
See, I blame the players in certain situations because Graham did put him in certain situations. When you look at film, that he did put him in certain situations to succeed, and they just failed. The missed tackles, Patrick Graham can't do nothing about that, right? The missed tackles, the misreads, those are all on the players. But in other cases, when it's 3rd and 10 and you're doing the same thing Gus Bradley did and go 10 yards back or utilizing somebody like Hobbs where he's not supposed to be utilized, that's all Graham. So it's a little bit of players and coaching when it comes to the defense. So yeah. But here, just to prove it, because I know some people are gonna be like, "Oh, he's probably lying." Right there, learn how to win. Must learn how to win. Look at the date,
September 27th.
9/27/22. He said it. So I ain't lying. I ain't lying. So I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I bring up the proof, unlike other people. Just saying. Just saying. There it is. So,
I didn't want this motherfucker as the coach to begin with.
but I do
I'm
think Josh
on record
McDaniels
as
at
that
fault.
shit.
And now here's the and let's talk about positive, right? Because I like to bring positive to a lot of things, right? I think the positive is that a lot of things look good on paper for the off season, right? It looks like a perfect off season, right? Millions of dollars, a lot of draft picks, a lot of defensive talent in the draft, and a new person and quarterback that's probably could be an improvement in the system than our previous quarterback. And that's why I say in this system because I don't think I mean that's a whole topic, but you get what I mean. So it looks like a perfect offseason. Now it's time to execute it, right? It's one thing to talk about, it's one thing to go into March, April, and execute it in May. So only time will tell, right?
When does free
Only time
agency
will tell.
start?
February, March 8th. Let's see. Actually, let's look at the key dates. Key dates 2023 NFL.
I mean, I hear you, JT, but yo, come on. Well, I guess it is going to be PG then. I mean,
So here it is.
If you look at it in that perspective.
So January
Oh my
16th.
God, Auntie 6, you stupid.
January 16 in 4 days, deadline for college underclassmen to enter the NFL draft. January 28th, the NFLPA Collegiate Bowl in Pasadena. February 2, the East West Shrine Bowl. This all has to do with the draft. February 4th, the Senior Bowl. February 5th, the Pro Bowl. February 12th, the Super Bowl. February 25th is the HBCU Legacy Bowl. February 21 to March 7th is teams may use a franchise or transition tag on impending unrestricted free agents. So this is where franchise tags get executed. February 28th to March 6th is the NFL Scouting Combine. March 7th is college may be hosting pro days. March 13th, clubs may enter contract negotiations with impending unrestricted free agents. Contracts may not be executed until the start of the new league year, 4 p.m. March 15th. March 15th, clubs must submit qualifying
March
offers to
15.
restricted free agents. March 15th, all teams must be under the 2023 salary cap. Also, March 15th, unrestricted free agent contracts and trades agreed to prior to the start of the new league can be executed. The annual league meeting March 26th and 29th. Clubs that hire a new head coach after 2022 season may begin offseason workouts in April 3rd. April 27th, 29th is the NFL draft. Wait, when the fuck did they skip free agency? Oh, free agency was March 3rd. Okay, yeah.
March 15th,
Yes. Let me just double check. NFL free agency.
the start of the new year.
Let me see.
Alexa, what day does NFL free agency
March
start?
12th. March 12th.
2023.
March 12th. March 12th. March 12th. March 12th.
Here are a few movies playing near Vallejo around
I didn't ask you about no
2025.
movies.
March 12th. March 12th. March 12th.
All right, thank you, sir.
In 2 months. Exactly 2 months from now.
Today's the 12th. Today is the
So
12th.
shout out to everybody, man. If you guys can hit that like button for me, I greatly appreciate it. There ain't no way Graham agrees to trade Mullen. Oh, fuck Mullen. Actually, where's Dirty Raider at? Where's my bet? Where's my money? Where's my
what?
value meal?
What was the bet?
It was a value meal from Carl's Jr. or some shit. It's like $6. It's nothing. I still want it though. So I like winning bets. So he said wait till the end of the season because he wanted to give it to the end of the season. And look what happened.
Was the bet? What was the bet?
That Mullen was gonna be a Pro Bowler or be really good or some shit like that.
Holy
Some
shit!
like
Fucking, I think I remember that. Like at the time, it didn't sound too bad. That's horrible now.
Shout out to Dirty, man. Hell yes, T. This team is way more suspect than it was last season. Yeah, there's a lot of paths it could go. And hopefully, they execute it right. Which I believe in Ziegler a lot. I think Ziegler and Champ Kelly, and we got to give a lot of credit to Champ Kelly. He's an underrated guy in the organization. Those two guys give me a lot of belief in how they execute this offseason. So we'll see. We'll see. But besides that, Carr, to summarize the whole life, Carr says goodbye. He says his farewell. It is what it is. We'll see if we could get a trade offer, or if not,
He's
gonna
going
get
to Miami.
It
Benvenido
could be
a
Miami 'cause
Miami.
it's sad that Tua's career might be end early because of the organization, man. I really feel bad for Tua, man.
So what's gonna narrow it down for Derek Carr and his destination? Remember what David Carr said. He said where Derek goes is gonna be a stable organization. Then he emphasized again the word stable.
Steelers.
There ain't no more stable organization in the NFL than the Steelers.
I'm all for the Steelers, bro. I think Steelers is the best option, and I think they got a lot to offer to us. I really do. Stay out car. Hope none but the best. Mullen and Big Bank Hankins hurdling cattle in Dallas. They are in the playoffs.
Hi, Jenny Mac. How are you today?
To Carr, hopefully find stability. Yeah. Mullen is in the playoffs though. He is in the playoffs though. He is. He is. This shit is crazy, bro. He's in the playoffs. Jonathan Hankins is in the playoffs. Fucking Bruce Irvin's in the playoffs. I'm trying to think of other players. Jonathan Hankins already said that.
Bruce Irvin, who's he playing for now?
I forgot. Seattle. He's back with Seattle.
He's back with Seattle, huh? Who you got in that game this week?
Actually, would you guys like me to do a play-by-play of those games? It's the playoff games. I know Ben's doing 2 of them. I think he's doing the Seahawks and Niners game, and I forgot the second one. He came out with this list. I forgot what. I might do. Let me see.
Hey, I'll do one with you, bro.
I'm thinking
do
of
the
the
play-by-play
Tampa
and
Bay
I'll talk the
Cowboys
shit.
game, bro, on Monday. I'm thinking of the Tampa
Tampa,
Bay and
Dallas?
Cowboys game because that evaluates Tom Brady.
That's a night game?
Yeah, 5:15 Pacific Standard Time.
I'll do that one with you if you don't
Hey,
mind.
hey, fuck it. We're gonna do Tampa Bay and Cowboys on Monday. Hopefully Tampa Bay wins because I hate the fucking Cowboys, but I
West
want to
Side
see what.
Experience. Tap
Yep,
in.
yep, yep. He said you don't finish games, Eric. Yes, I left early on the fucking USC game.
Hey,
Oh
fuck
no,
that.
actually, I didn't.
You ain't leaving. You ain't leaving early when you do a show with me, bro.
Wait,
I'm
wait,
gonna
wait.
drag him to the mud
I
if you do.
didn't. I didn't leave. I didn't leave the last game, the USC and Tulane game. I was there till the end. I left early on the USC Utah game. I did leave. SC, don't go to a game with Guerrero. He will have females following you for 2 days around Vegas. Oh shit! Oh shit!
Hey,
Oh
Pyro,
shit!
don't say that on live, bro. You know,
Hey,
shit. Don't say that on live, bro. Don't do that, please. Don't
hey,
do that.
hey! But I heard Michael told me, man. I'm glad Pyro, you and Michael had a good time in Vegas, man, and I'm glad you guys came home safe as well, man. Hey, as much as we lost, I'm glad y'all had fun, man. At the end of the day, I'm trying to go to a Vegas game next year, though, for sure, for sure. I gotta go check it out, man. I heard it's inside the
Bro,
stadium. It's nice. Look,
my homie said he spent $2,000 to go down to the fucking game, bro,
damn.
and then we put a fucking product like that on the field. That's horrible.
I know. Eric left early for ending out. Aaron, you inspired me to join PF. What the
Hey, $20 a month.
but
Boy,
yes,
they got the
we'll
massage chairs
do
and everything.
Tampa Bay and Cowboys on Monday. That's gonna be the West Side Experience. Fuck it, we'll do the game. Want to see what Tom Brady could do, and we'll see how that game goes. It's a playoff game at the end of the day. Besides that, I don't know if I'm gonna do one over the weekend. There is, I mean, Chargers Jaguars. I think he's doing, if I'm not mistaken, he's doing the Seahawks Niners and the Giants Vikings. I think those are the two games he's doing. I could do the Bills and Dolphins, but Tua's not playing, so I don't think that's gonna be a really good game. I think the Cowboys, Bucks, and the Ravens and Bengals 2 game, which Lamar's not playing, y'all. Lamar's gone.
For the
Lamar,
whole season?
he's out for the next game. He didn't practice all week.
Bro, he bet on himself this year in a contract year. He could have re-signed before this year and got
Yeah.
cashed out. This injury is gonna make that money plummet, bro. That's fucked up.
SC, let's go. I never been to Vegas and I need to go to game, bro. I need to too, bro. I'm really trying to see how I could build something in Southern California. You feel me? Because you know how people do events in Vegas. There's people doing events in Oakland. There's not many events in LA that's popping off. And I think that I'm gonna try. I mean, I don't got, I mean, like 10K, 30K, 40K, but I'm gonna try to see what's up with the other content creators in SoCal, and hopefully we could create something at a certain place that could bring the nation together in LA.
What you do
I
is you
think
try
that
to
would be
holler at
cool.
a sports bar and be like, we
That's
got
what I'm
these
thinking.
big followings, and we get people to come to your sports bar if we could, if we could advertise that and that type of shit.
I think we could really make LA poppin', bro. I really do, bro. But it'll be cool. We'll see what happens. I'm trying to do everything I can. What up, SC and Earn? As usual, go Raiders,
Purple and
Lakers,
gold. What's
Dodgers, and
going on?
USC. There we go. Purple and gold Raider. I love, see, as much as I love the silver and black, I like how he incorporated his like Laker fandom with his Raider fandom and put it into two, like the purple and gold Raider, and then he has the Raider symbol and purple.
Hey, I got a question for y'all. That's
Okay.
fucked up, bro. Neither one of y'all teams is going to the playoffs. At least I got one.
Stop talking about the Lakers are gonna make the playoffs, bro.
The playoffs for what, bro? The playoffs for last place? The lottery for the top pick, motherfucker?
Hey, fuck off. Fuck off. Hey, we gonna be fine. We gonna be fine. Let me see. Anyways,
You say so.
but I'm down. I'll be there. I bring NorCal to LA. Boo Dodgers. For sure. Hey, I know a lot of people show up to that LA, so I'll talk to people behind the scenes, try to set something up. Hopefully for the opening game next year. Hopefully, and of course when Raiders play the Chargers on SoFi, hopefully we could bring something to the tailgate. You feel me? But shout out to everybody, man. Hopefully I can hit 2,000. The goal was hit 2,000 before the end of the season. Sadly,
What you
I
at
mean the
now?
season. I mean technically the season's not over. It's until the Super Bowl, so I still got a couple weeks. If you guys can't spread the word, man, I'm far away. I'm at 1,652, I believe. So hopefully we could get
You're like 348 away.
2,000. Yeah, so hopefully we could get to 2,000. Man, spread the word, man. It's possible. I've hit 200 subscribers in a week before. It's possible, but hopefully we could get the name out there, man. So if you guys can, please help me. There's a 2K giveaway too. Like I said, a hat and a jersey. One person would get the jersey. The second place would get a hat. That would be coming once I hit
What
2,000 as well.
jersey?
So whoever wins a
What
jersey,
jersey?
I'll pay for it, and it'll go straight any jersey of choosing, any jersey of choosing.
Nice.
Um, I'll pay for it. Let me know where you want to buy it from. It could be
Look at
Fanatics, it could
Eric
be
giving
all
back
that
to the
stuff,
people and
and
shit. I
and
see you.
then a hat of your choosing. I'll buy it, and it'll get straight sent to you, and all that. So it'll be a voice of you guys. But shout out to everybody, man. Blessings to you guys all, man. Let them know where they can find you, brother.
Man, you find me on the west side, you know what I'm saying? That's 7 days a week now, you know what I'm saying? I'm not knocking down Darrell's baby mama no more. She not looking cool. After I seen her digging her nose, that's out. So yeah, you find me on the west side. That's a West Side Media on YouTube, Instagram, and even Twitter. Even though I had to do some shit to my computer and I got locked out of my Twitter and I haven't been on there in a minute, but you know, you go there and tap in with your boy. I'll be back on there in a minute. We'll get that shit work figured out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And you also find me right here on Eric shit all the time.
So I'm starting to eat. But shout out to everybody, man. Like I said, to summarize everything, it's goodbye to Carr. A new era is born in the Raider Nation, and hopefully to a better future. I wish nothing but the best for Carr. Once a Raider, always a Raider is for him, always and will be. And as much as a lot of people don't like him, at the end of the day, man, he ain't no Antonio Brown or or any of those guys. So you can't hate him, man. And David Carr, this whole David Carr bullshit, bro. He's never played in the Raiders, so I don't even pay attention to him. The same way I don't give a fuck what Stephen A. Smith says too much. So
It just
it's the
hit me.
same
Did
thing.
you see people were burning Derek Carr's jersey?
Yeah, I did see that. That's why it doesn't make sense to me because it's like everybody kept their Antonio
Really?
Brown jerseys. Like, like, like I don't know.
Raider Nation
Inflation's weird.
crazy, bro. He already
It's crazy.
gone. What you mad at him for, bro? What the fuck?
So, anyways, I think it's just one more David Carr. David Carr does need to shut up, though. He shouldn't talk for his brother. But at the same time, man, I'm not gonna. What my brother says, like, if my brother were to talk shit on me somewhere in the chat, bro, and come in my chat and say something, I don't give a fuck what he says because he's gonna say what he's gonna say, and he could say whatever he's
Mhm.
at. He's a grown man, and that doesn't show my character. My character is different than my brother's character and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go enjoy some food. Hopefully, you guys go enjoy the rest of your day. There's a lot of lives to look forward to today. I seen a lot around the Raider content world. A lot of things to talk about moving forward. Um, you'll probably see me again. Maybe Saturday morning or Monday night or Monday afternoon for sure. We're gonna do a play-by-play the Cowboys Bucks. But besides that, guys, blessings to every single one of you guys, man. Until next time, y'all. Tough time never lasts, but tough people do. You guys are tough people. On the way out, hit that like button, like Nightbot said here. Stack them up. Make sure to hit that like button if you haven't yet. And if you like the content, make sure you subscribe
Tap
and
that
hit
button
that
for
bell
my bro.
notification. I think Spicy is going live in like an hour. Also, I know that um the drinking club, that boy Thor is going live an hour after. I think
Is he the
there's
drinking
another.
club or the super hood tailgate? What is he now?
Oh, Super Hood Tailgate Drinking Club, something like that. The Raider Nation
Okay.
Drinking Club. I think there's somebody else going live, but I can't think of it. But anyways, he said fuck the other Raider content because I'm about to go work the trap. Hey, hey, it is what it is. Blessings to you guys, man. I appreciate the kind words, Jesse. Everybody, man, saying that's a good show, man. I appreciate you guys, man. Much love to every single one of you guys, man. On the way I hit that like button, and until next time, this was the SC Experience and Earn, man. And hey, on the way I hit that like button, remember to keep it positive when nobody's looking, and we are
There
out.
you go.
Peace.